Hey, hey, hey! Welcome back, everybody, to the bush. It is Saturday at lunchtime. Just silly Cindy and I today. Didn't bring any cats along, left them at the house. It's kind of nice too. I've got a couple cameras actually set up in my house, and I can watch my house actually on my tablet here and make sure that my critters are okay, so I know they're in no harm, no distress or anything. And it's just, you know, a comfortable feeling to know. And I've got a friend that lives close by. If anything ever happened, I've got a key hidden. They could go in there and help them out. So, comforting feeling to know when you got little living animals, I guess, at your house. Numbers are still going up. Subscribers. It's just wonderful to have all you guys that are, you know, joining into the channel now. People that have been there from the start and people that are clicking on new every day. The number just slowly going up. Last 28 days I got like 120 new people, 119 new already. It's grown quite quickly, so it's so nice to see. I so appreciate the support and all that. And you know, I'm gonna grow this channel, I guess, together with everybody, including silly Cindy. So she's gonna come along for the ride, I guess, and she's helping the channel out. It seems to be everybody's taking to her quite quickly. So again, if you guys have any questions or anything for her, shoot them in the comments section and we'll try to let you know. No big plans here yet for today. We may go out for a little walk in a little while. I'm not sure how icy it's going to be to try to walk up the road. We're going to stop and get her a pair of ice cleats yesterday. I've got some, but we kind of forgot and drove right by. We're kind of in a bit of a hurry to get over here. So, and also I may get a bit of drywall up on the gable end in the loft. I won't film the whole thing, but I may show, you know, just a little bit of putting the piece up there, putting a bit of drywall compound on it or whatever, show when it's all done. I'd like to get a piece out over here. She keeps saying no, without any help, but I can easily do it with a ladder here, her in the loft, hold the piece out over. Might have to use my head to hold the piece up or whatever, but I can get up there because I've got a ladder that I can get up tall enough, and the piece is going to overhang the loft 2 feet or so. She can get up there and take that end, and I can get up here and push this end up, get a screw in it, right? And it wouldn't be a day.We dum-dum. I'm quite confident it'll work well. She doesn't seem to be quite as confident, so we're not sure how that's going to work out yet. And because I'd like to get that. This place is a 15-foot peak in the ceiling, so getting it finished here in the living room area is going to be not real fun. I'm going to have to try to get a drywall lift or something. Not concerned about it right away. And again, hard to do it this time of year with the wood stove going pretty well all the time. You can't get in too close to that or you're going to end up, you know, with some burns. So anyway, I will talk to you guys, I think, in a little bit here once we decide we're going to go for a walk or what we're going to do. But I'll report back soon. Squirrel feet everywhere. We're going for a walk. Silly Cindy and I. Whoops. Go ahead. Oh. I'll let you lead ahead. It's a beautiful day out, so we're going to go for a little hike. Whoops. Tighten you up, losing you here. Yeah, we're hoping it's not going to be too icy out here. End up wiping out. Would kind of suck. Wouldn't be real fun, but it's a nice day. It's like 1 degree, I think, outside here right now. It's fairly warm. And just a good day to be out for a little walk. A little fresh air, a little exercise. I've only got a t-shirt on. I could have dressed a little warmer, I guess.
You want your dress?
No, I'm alright. I'm alright.
Alright.
Up the road.
You don't have to be in here for an hour, though.
No, I'm just going to go for a quick little walk and see how icy it is. Basically, this road could be quite icy, so we don't end up on our asses. Not a good way to do it. We're going to go for a little cruise along here. Here's the brook. From the perspective of the road. And you can actually see my solar panels way down there. If you look. Way there in the brook. If you look on the brook. We're going to go again for a cruise up the road. The Budweiser can on the tree there. Looks like the trees are in bud already. Bump. Anyways, it's not too stupidly icy here yet. Oh, Cindy almost broke through. Christmas has been rough on her this year. Uh-oh, water hole right here.
Maybe it'd be a really short walk.
Water hole, ice hole.
I ain't going through no ice hole.
No, we're not doing water holes or ice holes. We might have to go the other direction up the road, I think. Because we got, I can get around it, but.
That's bad. You can, but I don't know.
The footprints right up the road. Looks like cat or something, tiny little footprints here. Yeah, you need to walk around the edge of it here. Think you can do it? Come on. She's a country girl. She says she's not a city girl, so we're going to see how she does. Stay on the edge. Yeah, we can get around it. And the road isn't bad here. Waiting on Cindy. Just keep coming. Just keep coming there. Yeah, keep coming. They're friendly, but oh yeah, they won't be bad. Here she comes. Getting around the water hole anyway.
Make sure you keep the camera on.
Yeah.
Polar dip might be happening.
Yeah, it could be a polar dip right here in the middle of the road. And for all you guys wondering, no, we haven't done a polar dip yet. We just kind of haven't worked up to that. Maybe someday. Don't know. Wasn't feeling it on New Year's though, so hate to disappoint you guys, but we just never kind of got around to doing that yet. But pile of water running on the road, as you can see. It's not that icy here either. It's just a good little hike. Get out and get a bit of exercise. I know I can definitely use it.
Me too.
Cynthia seems to think she can use a little bit, so better than sitting around all the time. Get out and enjoy it around here a bit. Pretty rugged road, as you can see. It's pretty well made of rock, the whole road here, gravel and rock. And you got to be really, really careful in the spring, because what will happen a lot of the times, the ground will freeze. The frost will go down 3 or 4 feet. Well, the top 2 feet will thaw, and then down there below that is still frozen, and what you end up with is a sinkhole. And even as rocky as this hill is, you walk along the edge of the road. We're walking, actually Cindy's walking right now. I've seen it in the spring, all of a sudden you grade almost your knee. So, very misleading. A little bit of ice on the road here, but it's not real bad. Yeah, you almost wouldn't want ice cleats on today because you're just going to damage them walking on all these rocks with them. Not really icy enough to wear them. What a day to be out. Beautiful out here. Do a big 360 view and show. Hanging with my little buddy Cindy. What a day to be in the bush. The road just up here narrows right down just ahead of us here, and there's some pretty good water holes. Side by side will go right through them, but it gets a lot narrower. I'll show you up here in a minute. Don't know if they're going to be frozen or not. This is the last camp on the road, is right here. And then you get all this, and yeah, somebody had a bike through there, broke that all up. So I don't feel like walking on that, because in the middle of that is literally probably 2 feet deep. It's right up over the running boards of my side-by-side. So I don't think we're going to go that way, I guess. And it's beautiful. You guys can see this turns into like a fairly narrow woods road from this point on. Like, it's not as open as what it is here. So it's beautiful in there, but I'm not feeling the need that bad. If I was going solo, I'd walk around the edge here and go, but I'm not going to drag her through this. So I do have a bit of consideration for others.
You might be picking me up.
Might be picking her up. Beautiful day to be alive. We're just heading back down the hill here. Heading her back to the cabin. But it's funny, the way here, there's not even any, barely just a skim of ice on the road and the water running down, and bare ground up the road there. There's almost a foot of snow still. Just a tiny bit higher elevation, I guess. But we're just going to keep on walking down here for a bit. Say hi to all your friends out there, Cindy.
Hi.
Hi.
Just making a little
afternoon toddy on a
little
Saturday.
tomato juice.
A little tomato juice on a Saturday afternoon at the cabin. Nothing wrong with that.
I'm just having a little tomato juice.
We are going to head up to the loft here in a couple of minutes and try to get some drywall up in the gable end, hopefully. Yeah, hard to get her motivated to do anything around here, but I think she might have some motivation today. So, just joking, actually.
I went for a walk.
She's quite a help. We went for a nice walk. We got a couple miles on. And now we're going to turn around, eat a bunch of chips, and put it right back on. So. Well, anyways.
Oh. Hey.
Go ahead. You can talk to your fans out there if you want. You'd like to talk to your viewers or your fans. Happy New Year's over, so.
I know, I can't say that 3 times.
Buddy, guess what? I actually got inspired. Cindy didn't want me to do anything today. She wanted me to just sit back and do nothing. I figured I'd actually get inspired and get up here and get this other part of the gable end done. So am I ever glad I didn't listen to her today? Because look at this. All done, all done. My power wire rerouted outside and all that and good to go. And like a good girl, she's downstairs getting all the vegetables ready for dinner because we're going to be putting on a stew tonight, actually. Going to be cooking with Cindy, I think, for a little while. we're going to be having a beef stew. And I got to get the stove torquing. It's 4 o'clock now. We're going to cook it in the Dutch oven. So I'm going to go down and get the stove going, and then we'll go down and talk to Cindy, see how she's making out, getting all the veggies ready for the stew. Vegetable prepping with Cindy.
Trying not to cut my fingers off.
It's going to be a good time to get the stove rocking in here. It's down to 20 degrees now, so by the time the stew is done, it'll be about 31.
Hot as F.
Hot as what?
F.
S.
F.
Hot as F.
Yeah.
This is a family show, Cindy, and you just drop some of that down in there. It is hard to find good help.
I didn't say it was good. I'm here.
It's just help.
I'm here.
She never said it was good, it's just help.
I'm here.
So anyway, she's going to work on the veggies here for a while.
We may eat by 10.
May eat by 10. That's what she's thinking. Good thing we get lots of snacks here to eat. Well, I gotta see, she's doing well. She hasn't lost any fingers yet, no bleeding. Didn't have to call 911 or anything. Working on the turnip. How many of you guys actually put turnip in stew? You know what, I don't mind eating it. It's one of those vegetables, kind of has a weird, bitter, sour taste to it. I don't think you ever eat it on its own other than in a stew. So, just curious.
Actually, turnip and carrots mashed together are pretty good.
Turnip and carrots, yeah.
Mashed together.
Yeah, can be pretty tasty stuff. Anybody ever have turnip and carrots mashed together? That's the way Cindy likes it. Well, there we go. I already got this Dutch oven warmed up quite good. I'm going to turn the stove down because she's getting hot already here. I'm going to add a bit of garlic in here. Give it a bit of a flavor. A bit of pepper and salt. We're just going to brown it. Sear the beef a bit. Now we're going to start throwing in veggies. This is going to be a good meal. Should be tasty. That stove's already getting quite hot. Nice to see. the Dutch oven. Well, there you go, everybody. I have all the veggies in. Everything is in here now. Got to get the lid on it and let it go a while. And I don't think 2 cups of liquid is going to be near enough in here, but we'll just see after it cooks for a while and this stuff shrinks down a bit. But that is going to be one wonderful dinner. Should taste just lovely. Cindy working on potatoes over here. Getting them peeled up. We're going to throw them in there too. Have a few potatoes in there. We made stew here a few weeks back, and people had said you didn't put any onion in it or potatoes, and actually I didn't. So this time we're going to have full meal deal stew. Well, there you go, everybody. Check this out. That is done. That is boiling hardcore. You can hear it just going. I probably didn't even have to, I could have sat it up in a grate. It's right on the stove and it is boiling hard. It is time. We are going to sit back and have our dinner. Wow, check that stuff out. How nice is that? Beef stew. Beef stew. This stuff is going to be so tasty. Check that out. How nice is that? It's going to be nuclear hot for a few minutes. We're going to have to let it cool down here for a bit. And I will talk to you guys after we're done eating dinner. Wow, that stew was awesome. What a friggin' tasty supper that turned into. We bought 1 package to go with it of a stew mix or whatever, the flavoring stuff, and it called for 2 cups of water. That wasn't enough. We had too many vegetables, so we took 2 OXO packets. The OXO beef bouillon and added that with another 1.5 cups of water and let that thing simmer, and I'm going to tell you that is that's world-class stew right there. Very good stuff.
Really good.
Yep. So we are just going to kick back and enjoy the evening here, not do a whole heck of a lot I don't think tonight. It's Saturday night and I'm going to enjoy a nice quiet night in the woods, nice full bellies and all that. So I think I will talk to you people in the morning. Well, good morning again, everyone. It is Sunday morning. It's 11 o'clock. Got a few things we're going to get done before we get out of here. I did a quick sand on this side of the ceiling where I drywalled it last week. And the gable end that I drywalled yesterday, I gave that a quick skiff. So I'm going to go up there and give it another coat of drywall compound before we go. And I'm also going to bring in a bit more wood. Fill up the wood racking behind here. It's crazy that it's already, what, the 8th of January? And I haven't burned a piece of basically firewood yet. I'm just still going on pellets. So, but it's been mild enough out that, you know, I don't really have to get into the bigger chunks of wood yet. It's -8 this morning though. A little bit colder out. And I had to actually, when I get up at 5:30 this morning, it was down to 12 degrees in here. So it was getting pretty chilly. But that was with no fire on. Basically, we went to bed, 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. It was just down to a bed of coals. And that again is only burning pellet wood. So it's the place stays quite warm. Not like poor Andy at West there. He said -47 degrees out there in northern BC. I couldn't imagine that. Could not fathom -47 out there. But good luck to you guys that have to live in that kind of environment. We got it pretty good here. When we see -20, -25, it's getting pretty cold around here. So, but I'm not going to ramble much longer today. I'm going to cut this video off, I think, here now. And because I got a couple projects we're gonna get done, then get out of here for the weekend. So you got nothing you really need to say?
I have nothing. It's so relaxed. It's beautiful in here.
Yeah.
Ready for the week ahead.
Yeah. So anybody has any questions for Cindy, shoot them in the comments also. And you know, if nothing else, we will be back next weekend, Lord willing, and just live simply, remain grateful. Give somebody a big hug and a kiss today. It means a lot to them. I'll talk to you soon.